Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Friday. I hope you had a spectacular week. It's finally over. We can get on to the weekend. The stock market's closed, but we're going to give y'all my June Fidelity portfolio update. So we'll see how I'm doing there. This is going to be where I hold my individual and my Roth IRA accounts. So these are two accounts that I take very seriously when it comes to investing, especially because I see these accounts taking me forward into the future and hopefully getting me out of that 9 to 5 grind and making that active income. Again, guys, we want to get away from that active income of working to get our money. We want our money to work for us. I've already seen it in just the 6 months of time, my short 6 months of time of investing, my money working for me, and I cannot imagine what 5-10 years will look like. So hopefully y'all are investing too. Hopefully this inspires y'all to invest, and let's get to it. Here's a look into my Fidelity Individual account. Today is June 11th, and I currently have a little over $2,000 in my portfolio, which I'm excited to watch compound and grow into the future. So what am I holding, you may ask? Here's my positions, starting with Google, one of the most used and popular search engines in the world. Amazon, which is actively disrupting industries. Apple, which you may be using their product right now to watch my video. Caterpillar, can you go to a construction site without seeing cat? Coca-Cola, one of the most popular drinks and most recognizable brands worldwide. Home Depot, where I go for home improvement. Johnson & Johnson, which I really see as its own version of a healthcare ETF. McDonald's, ba-da-da-da-da, I'm loving it. Microsoft, a leader in the gaming and technology industries. Procter & Gamble, which is most of your household products. Tesla, which I see as the EV going forward into the future. And Visa, which is going to be most of your consumer transactions. So let's take a deeper dive into my positions, leading off with Apple, which is one of my highest conviction plays in my portfolio. I currently own just a little over 1.8 shares, and right now I'm seeing just a 0.79% total return on my investment. Amazon, an industry disruptor, where I'm currently up just a little over 2% in my total position, and I own just a little under 1/10 of a share. Caterpillar, an infrastructure and construction leader. As our economy and population continue to grow, I believe Caterpillar will with it as well, as we will need Caterpillar to help build a strong infrastructure. Right now, I own a little over half a share in Caterpillar, and I'm down just a little over 3.8%. From a search browser to Gmail to Maps to YouTube, what doesn't Google do? Google is one of my favorite plays going into the future, as I believe they hold a monopoly on their industry. I'm up just 7% right now in my portfolio, and I hold just a little more than 0.07 shares. And Home Depot, where I'm currently down 0.93% and own a little under half a share. But this is one of my favorite stores that I go to when I want to tackle any projects around the house. Home Depot also pays a nice dividend of 2.01%. Johnson & Johnson, which makes consumer healthcare products, I'm currently up 0.28% in my position, and I own 3/4 of a share. Johnson & Johnson also pays a quarterly dividend of 2.49%. Speaking of dividends, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is going to be paying out their dividend July 1st, and you have up until June 14th to get in your buys for that payout for July 1st. Right now, I currently own 2.119 shares in Coke, and I have a total return of just over 4%. Coke pays a 2.98% dividend and is currently Warren Buffett's 4th largest holding in Berkshire Hathaway. McDonald's, which is another one of my positions that I believe will thrive as the population continues to grow. Right now, McDonald's pays a 2.17% dividend, so kind of in that same theme of dividends. I currently own 6.35% of a share, and I'm up 2.86% on my total investment. They say you're never more than a few feet away from a product that was made by 3M, as they produce more than 60,000 products. Right now, I currently own a little bit over half a share, and I'm up 2.49% on my total return. The 3M also pays a really awesome dividend of 2.94%. And we have Microsoft, which is one of my positions I use pretty much every day, whether it be from Windows or video gaming and playing Xbox. I own 0.79% of a share, and I'm up 4.6% on my total investment. Microsoft also pays a 0.85% dividend, which is pretty sweet considering this is a growth stock. And we have Realty Income, which is a real estate investment trust that's tenants include big names like Walmart, Home Depot, 7-Eleven, and CVS. I currently own a little over 1.5 shares, and I'm seeing a 4.07% return on my total investment. Realty Income also pays a monthly dividend at an annual percent of 4.03. Procter & Gamble is a very diversified brand in all of the products they make, from shampoo, deodorant, feminine care products, and healthcare products. I currently own a little over 1 share in Procter & Gamble, and I'm seeing a return on my total investment of 0.66%. Procter & Gamble also pays a dividend of 2.41%. And next we have Tesla. And if y'all didn't know, Elon Musk actually watches my videos. No, I'm just kidding, but that'd be pretty cool if he did. If you looked up innovative in the dictionary, you would see a picture of Elon Musk. He and Tesla are pretty much doing it all, as they are mastering the electric vehicle. I currently own a little over 3.5% of a share, and I'm down 4.93% on my total return. And this is a position that I'm just trying to accumulate more of going forward into the future. And last but not least, we have Visa, which has one of the biggest margins of any of the companies that I own. They do lots of share buybacks, and they acquire lots of companies with their profits. About 48 cents of every dollar of revenue turns into net income for Visa. As you and I use our credit card, whether it be online or in person, those transactions are more than likely Visa and making money for the stock. Welcome into my Fidelity Roth IRA account, where I currently have a little over $8,800 in my portfolio, and I made a little over $19 today, which is pretty cool, because if I didn't go to work, I would have still made money, and we get to watch the beauty of our money working for us and compounding as it grows. My positions include Fidelity's Healthcare, Fidelity's Technology, Vanguard's Healthcare, Vanguard's Technology, Vanguard's S&P 500, which is one of my personal favorites, and Vanguard's Total Index Fund. And here are my total gains and losses for each of my positions in my IRA Roth. Right now, I'm only actively buying VU and VTI, so those will be the two that we dive into, but I believe in all of my holdings going into the future. VU, Vanguard's S&P 500 index, and Warren Buffett said if he was to give his family members any advice of what to invest in, it would be to put 90% of their money into the S&P 500. I currently own 12.7 shares, and I'm up 7.65% on my total investment, or a little over $350. And last but not least, the Vanguard Total Index Fund, which I currently own a little over 12.7 shares of, and I'm up 7.59%, or close to $200 on my total investment. So yeah, that was a breakdown of my two accounts over at Fidelity, my IRA Roth and my individual. So thank y'all for tuning in. Please leave a like, a comment, a subscribe down below. If y'all have any questions, holler at me. I'd love to answer, maybe even make a video over it. Maybe y'all want to see how to create an IRA Roth. I can make a video on that. But remember, guys, let's get away from that active income into that passive income. Let our money work for us. After all, we're trying to be financially free. So thank you all again for tuning in. I hope y'all have a great weekend.